Well, back again for some more Stardew. Back to the Forage Farm. Another short session, which is kind of the usual, but a bit later today because I kinda offered myself while eating lunch. I had to stop eating for a bit because I was in pain. There was a tiny piece of bone and it went up towards my mouth ceiling, or however you call it, and it hurt really bad. And then I just didn't feel good eating while feeling the taste of iron in my mouth. So I had to take my time there. Ended up being starting much later than I wanted to. But here I am now. So oops. Let's get right into it. On other yapping news. Yesterday I decided to go back and look at Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. That game was alright. It felt solid after the island games. A bit small in size. There isn't much to explore because you spend most of your time in the farm. And it didn't take long before I started seeing the flaws of that game, which is it shares sadly with A Tale of Two Towns, but that game kind of made it less noticeable. And I noticed right away, no space for items, that there is just not enough storage. So the main point of that game ends up being a battle against storage. And then I noticed something really annoying, which is taking care of animals. It's awful. Because when you milk cows or brush them, it takes way too long. Like the animation for that takes like 3 business days to end. Like it's really long. It's slow. It repeats 4 times. Like watching your character pretty much pump the cow 4 times very slowly isn't fun. And you have to do that a lot of times, like a lot. And right away I saw one of the flaws. It gets really boring to watch that animation over and over again. It takes a long time, and I don't think time pauses for that. So you just sit there, watch that play out, very slowly. It's not interesting. It makes the game boring, which is a shame because the game is interesting. It's an interesting game. I went back because I've been on these... I've been trying to finish games I never finished before. And let's see. That's enough. And that's one of the games that I stopped playing at some point, but I never finished it. So that's in the back burner, and I was just checking. It out because I didn't feel like playing anything else yesterday. I want to play Kingdom Come because the second game came out. I can't play the second game. But I have the first game. So I decided, oh, I'm going to play that. But yesterday I didn't feel like it. So I took the time to get used to Run Bazaar. To play it later. Because I'm mostly done in that game. I already have the farm upgraded, the bazaar is almost there. It's just a matter of time before I finish that. Oh, I was supposed to do coffee today. Okay, maybe I'll have to make this machine. Because I need coffee and I don't know how long it takes to make it. Let's see, what can I make 3, which is 24. And stone and wood. Wood and stone. Make 3 of them. I need coffee because... Oh, it's kegs. It's kegs. I don't have kegs. Barrels. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh well, doesn't matter. Just spend more time doing this. I needed them anyway, so... Not a problem, let's just remove them from here and then... Can go here. Come on. Okay, so let's go and harvest all the bushes. We'll start with the village. And we will go from there. But yeah, I want to finish that game, but what I'm doing is... The reason why I want Kingdom Come to get done now isn't just because of the second game. Because games that are more intensive will of course make your computer run hotter. And I don't have AC. So when I play them... Okay, but where is your sister? She's not here, okay. Don't see her in the house. Let's go to the forest then. So yeah, I don't have an AC, so during hotter times of the year, it makes the room just too hot, and I can't really play those games during those seasons. Usually summer and maybe the end of and start of spring and fall. So because of that, I want to play those games during winter, because if the room gets hot, it's good, because during winter it's cold as hell. So if the computer makes the room get hotter, it doesn't matter, because it's cold. But during summer, pain. So I just save summer for older games that are lighter. Well, I might just leave games like Grand Bazaar for that time, unless I decide to stream it. Because at least that game would be slightly more interesting. I feel like you can make more choices there. Because you have to make choices in that game. You can't plant everything. Like, you can't really do everything like in other games. But if you specialize on some things, then you can make bigger profits. Now, I don't remember if you need to plant everything to unlock stuff, or if it's just your windmill level. But since you don't have storage for everything, then it's better to focus on some things. And the way the fertilizer works also makes it better if you focus on one or two things and not everything. Well, okay. But the issue is that the game might be too slow and too repetitive. But I feel it's like one of the few Harvestman games that is solid, but doesn't get enough attention. And yeah, it does have the issue of being a bit too small. It's like 7 screens only. There is nowhere to explore. It's everything I criticize the newer games, honestly. But they were kind of recovering, and they did really well with that game. They did like pre-rendered graphics. And I think the previous one tried to use 3D, which made everything bland. Like the island games were super bland. Everything looked the same. There was no details. Grand Bazaar has details, and it's very colorful because it's pre-rendered, so it looks hand-drawn, which A Tale of Two Towns uses that again, which is a good way of making games. Which is sad that not many people do that and instead make really ugly 3D environments, because you need to make it lighter and it's harder to code. But if you pre-render them, then it doesn't matter how you code it, because no one is going to play there. You are just taking like, it's almost like a screenshot. So yeah, that game has everything I criticize. Not everything, but big part of why I criticize newer games. But at the same time, They were kind of rebuilding the brand after damaging it. And it was a fine game. It just had that issue that forces you to be on the farm for far too long. And everything takes too much time. So it leads to issues. But it's fine that because it adds that extra layer of challenge where you have to plan your week ahead and you depend on the bazaar for a while, at least until you can make seeds. Once you can make your own seeds, then it's easy, really, because you can sell the max quality by only selling all the stuff. Because if you want max quality, you need to make your own seeds, so you no longer depend on the bazaar. Okay, so I need to save stuff to take there. So let's save one of each. And to be fair, I wouldn't mind if Marvelous just came out and did like, let's grab our old games, fix the really bad things, like Tale of Two Towns has some really bad things to get fixed. Let's just fix those things that really need to be worked on, but it's not hard to fix. It's minor work. Grab A Tale of Two Towns, Grand Bazaar, the island games, even you grab those, and what you do is remove the old points. Actually make two modes. The original mode, just like it was, but with proper controller support, and make a new mode, which is like let's call it a classic mode, where things finally farming level 6. Okay. Whew. So you grab those and make a classic mode where there's no points bullshit. Just no points bullshit. Like do not add that back. In that mode, like things grow like any other game. Like you throw things into the into the machine, into the fields, and they grow once a day, as long as you water them. Okay, let's make another packet. Actually, we can make more today because I wasn't supposed to water there. Okay. Let's grab. I need this. I need these, which is stone. Okay. Let's make 10. And then we put one here. Okay, we can't. I don't know why. Okay. So the sprinkler will go here. Now let me just focus for a bit, because I don't want to mess this up. Get one to another here. Let's face it, this is going to grow. This is going to grow. Okay, so we have our first sprinklers. So I have 8 here. They probably shouldn't be wasting so much time, because I still can't make them. Yeah, I still can't make them. But at the same time, let's just put this here. I might as well get things ready. Okay. And hello, I was trying to focus really hard because I didn't want to mess that up. So, let's reply, sorry. But yeah, let's get these ready. Okay, need one more. Can't do any more anyway. Let's not expand that side today. Okay, so now we can start farming a lot more. Now the farm will grow. Let's just take these out and let's go and run to get all the forage. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the forest. Oof. And yeah, I was talking about Grand Bazaar, the bazaar itself, being a nice mechanic because you have to plan the entire week rather than day to day, because you can't only buy seeds during one day of the week, and you can only make money one day per week. So you have to plan a lot. And you have to be able to sell stuff while also buying stuff. So there is a lot of planning in that game. It's just not throwing seeds on the ground. So it adds another layer. Planning and luck. But the bazaar itself isn't even a new mechanic. Because the Game Boy Color, the third game, had the bazaar. It was very simple. It felt almost pointless. I don't even remember what's the point, because why would you sell handful of things when you can just use the phone at home to sell them? I don't know what's the point of the bazaar in that game, but it exists. And you can only access the bazaar if you are friends with someone that will make you a boat. And another thing that is unique to that game is that you own a boat. So you need to own the boat to go to the city anytime you want. And then you get the bazaar. Because it opens on different days. And in that game you can only go to town. Actually, another thing that comes from that game. Oh wait, I want to go to the right. In that game, in the third Game Boy Color, oh come on, I was 1 minute late. The town next to your farm doesn't have shops, so you need to get on a boat, because it's an island. You need to go on a boat to go to town or city, and then there you can buy all the stuff, but the boat only goes there twice a week, so you need to plan and buy everything on those 2 days until you get the boat, if you get the boat. I don't think many. Okay, that's nice actually. Nice detail. But yeah, you plan ahead. So Grand Bazaar probably, either by coincidence or on purpose, seems to take a lot of hints from that game, which is fine. More games in the series should do that. Because it's a problem with this series, they don't take enough hints from the previous games. They pretty much erase everything from the previous game instead of making use of the good stuff. But Grand Bazaar is all about planning, and you never have space for everything, which ends up being an issue. Perhaps it's a planned issue, but I still think they forgot that items have 10 levels of quality, which means a single item can take 10 slots. But I don't think I'll play that on stream, so I might just end my old save, at least get married to see how that changes the game, if at all. It's always nice to do that. But it was also one of those games where trying to get married is a pain in the ass, because it just takes way too much time. Too many gifts and all that. Like, friendship raises very, very slowly. It's not as fun. I don't think I was supposed to cut down that tree, but oh well. These on the side doesn't matter. These here matter. These ones... And these ones, because they might be mystic, mossy trees. The wood is done for today. We got a bunch of forage, which is nice, which means money. Another thing I noticed in Grand Bazaar, you can't run over crops. I do not like that. Because you damage the crops, and it's very, very annoying. And I can't see anything at all. There's still more here. There's a basket. Oh! Completely forgot about Linus. I probably didn't even read it. Actually, speaking of basket, one good thing about Grand Bazaar. The basket. And +1 defense, nice. The basket in that game, very useful. People think it's useless, but it's not. You don't have to manage your inventory. It's very nice. Let's make more copper. Might as well wait to make another copper. In Grand Bazaar, the basket links directly to your storage, so if you throw something there, it's in your storage house. You don't need to worry. It's like the magical glove in the third Game Boy game, which does the same. It's a glove that you pick things with, you throw them in the floor, and they vanish and appear in your storage house. Seems like a stupid item because there's no descriptions, but it's very useful, and I think you start with it. I don't remember, but I think you start with it. But in the second Game Boy game, you have that glove as well, but it's a pain to get because you need to connect to... Which game is it? Is it the first game or is it Legend of the River King? It's one of those two. Like, I think you need to connect to the other game and then there's like a map or something and you need to find some flowers. It's a little thing. Or maybe you need to connect to another Game Boy 2 game. I forget, but you can get the glove in that game too. But it's hard. In the third game they just give you. Okay, so we need what two things I need: the fence and the sprinkler. So not tomorrow. But no, not today, but tomorrow. Or at least I hope so, that tomorrow we'll work on the farm. Actually have a nice harvest. Oh, they were going to grow and I took them down. Oh well, I don't need two crops. I don't even think that upgrading the sprinklers is worth it later on, unless you have a lot of iridium, because you barely get any more space. You get like 2 or 3 squares more, maybe. It's a whole lot of work. I think this is fine. You make more, but you barely lose any space. Like 2 or 3 squares don't matter. Just make like one more sprinkler and you got that space back. It's only good when you have the Geronimos. Then it feels better. But yeah, tomorrow I hope we'll make sprinklers, which is a lot of them. There's 8 here, and there will be. Okay, it's right in the. It's in the right place. Jesus, very close. So I need to make 16, 20, 24, maybe. So I can't even make them all, but I will probably need like 24 of those. But for now I need 20. So I'll make a bunch of sprinklers. And this part of the farm will grow nicely. I don't know if I'll plant even more. Maybe I could get one more here on this side. I don't know if I'll expand it elsewhere. Maybe we could make another tiny one. But I don't know. But at least this part will be farming area. And this part is finally done. So, progress. Tomorrow we'll make sprinklers. Maybe I'm not going to make the fence. Let's see, let's plan ahead. I'll not make the fence because there's still berries. Yeah. No fence tomorrow because there's berries. Unless I get early home, then I'll make the fence and gates and stuff. And then I'll need to make the floor. Actually, let's see if I have the right floor, because I think I have the wrong one. There's like a really nice stone floor, but I always get the ugly one. Oh, I spend it all, okay. Let's just do some planning. Oh no, it's this one. I like this one better. It looks a bit weird on the edges, but it doesn't look. I don't like the other one because it looks like a gutter on the sides. Anyway, I'm going to leave now. Until tomorrow. Bye bye.